Try again.
1 2 1 2.
And again.
1 2 1 2.
So 2 1 2 1.
2 1 2 1. Hello, Boro fans, and welcome to the Transfer Talk here on Boro Fan TV. We're here inside the Longlands Club. I'm Joe. I'm here along with AJT.
Hello.
We're going to get through our transfer news from Boro, England, and throughout the world. That's currently happening right now. For those who want to mention rumours that we haven't mentioned in the video today, just leave us a comment down below. First, AJ, get off on the bat. John Obi Mikel is officially a Boro player today, mate.
Yeah, buzzing. Yeah, great move from the Boro there. I've seen a lot of Boro fans already judging before he's here, saying, he only scored 1 goal whilst he was at Chelsea. Listen, away from how many goals he scored, Joe, and whatnot, and all the moves he's had and whatnot, he's an excellent player for this championship. And for me, I think his experience, the things he's won, I think he's going to come in. I think also the younger players, like the Taverniers, Chapman, Fletchers, they're all going to be looking up to him for the things he's won, the Champions League, the leagues. He played underneath what you could say was the prime Jose Mourinho at the time. Yeah. He's an excellent signing. What do you make of him?
He's one of them players like you can either play defensive or you can play in the number 10 roles in the club, because I think he did that when he was with Tianjin Teda of the Chinese Super League. Like I say, it's a very strange reason why to let him go, I think, because he wasn't settled into the area. Plus the fact his wife and his kids live in the London area. So I think a short-term move over here back in England can suit well for him, personally for him and his family as well. Yeah,
and obviously one of the outgoings could possibly be the long-time servant, and I think one that many Boro fans, will miss. Because I think he made quite a big impact on here. He's probably the only Mackham Boro fans will ever love. That's Grant Ledbetter.
Yeah, Ledbetter, he's probably on his way back to Sunderland. He's edging ever closer. Like I say, he joined Boro from Ipswich in 2012. Yeah. He's been a great servant to the club for the last 6-7 years. And like I say, he's only 33 years old, AJ. He's not got much time left in terms of his playing career. So I think going back to Sunderland, I think might help his chances of getting more first-team football.
He'll be missed, won't he?
He will be missed by the club. Yeah, because when he signed, particularly, for Karanka's time at the club, him and Adam Clayton, in my opinion, were the best midfield pairing in for English football.
No, listen, inside the Championship, when we went to that playoff final, I don't think there was a better two-centre pairing, Championship alone, of them two. I think, them two really did set the bar that year that we went to the playoffs. I know it didn't go the way we wanted to go, but them two alone for me were fantastic. Grant Ledbetter, like I say, he was an instant impact in many Boro fans, and obviously as time went on, he made a great impact at the Boro, became the captain, and great servant. But at the same, it's his time to go home now, isn't it, Joe? So.
Yeah, it's one of them. He will be missed definitely. Also, the big question mark for us, AJ, is Stuart Downing. There's been a lot of saying, if he gets one more start, he gets an automatic contract extension, which probably won't suit our wage bill that much. But there has been talk over the last couple of weeks that, surprisingly, Burnley are supposed to be interested in taking him on. Yeah,
it's one of them. Downing, do feel a bit bad for him. You've seen him quite a lot last week saying that nobody told Downing about, that if it starts again, that the contract and all this. Downing apparently is totally oblivious, didn't have a clue about anything that could be happening. Yeah. Again, if Downing goes, that guy is a legend in the Boro shirt, and he is, you know what I mean? He started his playing career. That great cross to Macaroni's head that sent us to the Cup final, and then, you know what I mean, even though he went away, and he didn't have to come back. Do you know what I mean? He didn't have to come back from the Premier League. He was getting an England team, but he came back, served for the Boro once again, and like I say, whatever happens to Down happens, but hopefully it's all for the best.
I think from what I've heard from certain Boro groups, I think Gary Monk didn't know about his contract from the start before he left, and just recently Tony Pulis has just found out about it now, and that's caused a real sort of
conundrum,
I think, with Downing.
Yeah, well, absolutely. It's one of them things. But away from the Boro, see in front of me there's there's a sheet with many names on. Any more transfers in and out, mate?
Yeah, like I say, we've also been linked with a few strikers that we've been linked with. Apparently, Josh Marshall from Sunderland as well. But apparently, his future apparently is going to be lying in France. He's on his way, from what I understand, to joining Bordeaux for about £2-3 million.
I know Boro were talking to him a few days ago, and we were looking at putting an evaluation of about £2 million bidding. even though he is worth 4. I don't know how true that is, Joe.
Yeah,
It's
West
just one of
Ham
them
are
rumours.
also linked as well.
I found it on, I think it was, like I say, man, I don't want to get the source wrong, so I'm not going to name no sources, but he said 2 million, but Sunderland wanted 4 million.
Yeah.
And obviously Bordeaux have obviously met whatever Sunderland wanted for him. And so like you say, 20-year-old, young striker, great prospect, but I say if his time's in France, and that's where he's off, mate.
Yeah, and another one we've also been linked with as well is the Charlton Athletic striker, Carlin Grant. But from what I've heard throughout Sky Sports earlier on for the last couple of days, he's apparently in advanced talks now with Huddersfield. Apparently.
Is he? Oh, well. Is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a hot shot in League One at the moment. He's on form, scoring, I think, about 4 or 5 goals in the last 4 dozen games.
I say, man, if he's a hot shot down there, one thing you will not be trying up here is a hot shot Palmer, won't it, Joe? So
Yeah, definitely not.
never mind, mate. Never mind. See you later.
Yeah. Right, we're now going to go on to some transfers from around the globe and around England. And there's one North East team that's done a bit of business already today, and that is, of course, Newcastle. They have confirmed the signing of Jordan Lukaku on a season-long loan from Lazio. He's a left back, and he's the younger brother of Manchester United's Romelu Lukaku. So
Yeah.
I think Newcastle were struggling in the left back position. With Dummett being injured most of the time, and
They've always been struggling, Joe.
most of the time they have. Yeah, I think having someone like John Lukaku coming on loan probably be a good benefit for them in that position.
Unless he's going to Newcastle, and then you know what I mean. There's not too many benefits at St James's. With Newcastle, they're bringing in all these world stars, and nothing really happens to them. Chances are they're going to get relegated again. Big money move was HMV that Mike Ashley bought, so good on him going to spend multi-millions on them. It's really going to help out the cause, but no,
imagine the DVDs and all them inside HMV
There you
are going to be bumped up a bit.
There
now.
you go. You see, Newcastle United trying to win a trophy. That one's still yet to come out, innit? That's promos out next week for that one, I think.
Oh yeah. Now another team that's been doing well recently in the transfer market recently, and that's Chelsea. They just confirmed the signing of Gonzalo Higuain on loan from AC Milan at the end of the season.
Thoughts on him, mate? What do you think? Is he too old? Is he?
Well, he's well known. I think he's coming up to his early 30s now. He's playing in played in Spain. He's obviously playing in Italy for the big sides like Real Madrid, Napoli, AC Milan. So I think the timing's right for him to get a chance in the Premier League.
Think so?
Yeah.
Like I say again, Higuain is he's a big superstar striker, isn't he? Yeah. And like I say, Chelsea need the striker up front. Morata was there; they had him. Of course, as we know, he's obviously going back to Spain. Atletico Madrid wanted him.
Atletico Madrid,
he's got him, but
got him on loan. Yeah.
Higuain, Higuain. When someone mentions his name now, I see it. He's a bit old. If you would have got him 2-3 years ago, when he was back in his prime, I'd say fair enough. Do you know what? That's a fantastic loan deal. And don't get me wrong, if he was to come to Boro, I'd be saying fantastic. But he's gone to Chelsea, and for me, I just think Chelsea. There's a few more, maybe he's younger, maybe he's better strikers out there than what there was Higuain, in my opinion.
Yeah, they've still got Giroud in the team. They've still got a lot of strikers. Even they've still got Abraham that they're registered on loan at Villa at the moment. So
yeah, that's one of them, isn't it? But I say Higuain coming over to England, it's exciting, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's another world superstar striker to come over here and try and see what he does. And like I say, hopefully soon to play against Boro so that we can see him play. Do you know what I mean? That would be nice. But for me, I just see he's a bit old. If I was a Chelsea fan, would I be happy with it? I'm not so sure.
Sticking with Chelsea, another player that's going to be moving out on loan is Victor Moses. He's apparently going to Fenerbahce in Turkey on loan for the end of the season. It's a shame, really, because you got the likes of Aspilicueta and Zappacosta who play in that position. It's kind of difficult now for Moses to get in the team because he was doing good when Antonio Conte was there.
Yeah, no, you say right wing back, wasn't he? Right mid some games, and he was doing all right, wasn't he? Like you say. But the thing is, with Victor Moses, what he's got is he's he's got the ability to beat a man at pace. Do you know what I mean? He's such a pacey sort of winger.
Yeah.
But like I say, Fenerbahce again, good luck to him. But he's another player that he's got that bit of talent, but just isn't working out for him.
It's something not to do with this one's not to do with the January window. It's apparently is going to go on to the summer, really, and that concerns Wilfried Zaha, and that's a fact that he's been heavily linked now with a move to Germany with Borussia Dortmund. I think that's one's just come out of the blue, really.
Yeah, listen, it's not one I would have expected Wilfried Zaha to go on. It's one of them, isn't it? But again, good luck to him. Dortmund's a great club. It's a massive club. And And you know what I mean?
Definitely one of the top 2 teams in the Bundesliga at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. And like I say, for him to go out there, do you know what I mean? He's going to be playing alongside the likes of Royce and some other big names.
Yeah.
So credit to him. Credit for getting that move. If you know what I mean? If it does happen. Wilfried Zaha, again, a great winger. A lot of pace, a lot of flair, a lot of skill. Best of luck to him. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on it?
Bit strange, because Zaha, he had his chance, to impress the Man United. That didn't go to plan. He went back to Palace, excelled well there. Could have played for England now, but he's playing international for the Ivory Coast now.
I mean, what's going on there? First of all, why the heck did he pick the Ivory Coast on England?
I think he has his Ivorian grandparents. I think, from what I know. But anyway, Zaha's one of them players. Great pace. He's a good finisher. He gets you goals. And to be honest, I think he can excel well from going to the Bundesliga. But you got the likes of Jadon Sancho there at Dortmund.
Yeah.
He can possibly, if Zaha does end up going there, Sancho can end up coming to the Premier League on loan.
That's the talk, isn't it? And that's a big rumour to say, man. Sancho's a great player, isn't he?
Yeah.
And obviously, he's been in the England team as well, Sancho.
Yeah.
So, like I say, but no one be surprised if he goes to the likes of maybe the United, the Chelsea, someone of that big name.
Yeah, definitely the top team if Sancho were to go.
The one that does impress me on that sheet there is the one right at the bottom there, James Rodriguez.
Yeah, James Rodriguez, apparently he's back at Real Madrid after he terminated his loan deal at Bayern Munich, from what I've understand. Because he was supposed to be there at Bayern Munich for 18 months, but apparently this season has not worked out for him, apparently. So he's gone back to Real Madrid, have some game time there, but apparently I think he's on his last couple of years of his contract at Real Madrid, and supposedly Arsenal are looking at the possibility of signing him, because ideally, AJ, I think they need a replacement of some sort for the departing Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah, see Aaron Ramsey going to Juventus. That one caught me out of the blue. That one I never seen coming. Ramsey to Juventus was a bit of one of them where I thought, wow, that's a big move for obviously Ramsey, Ronaldo's there, Khedira's there, a few other big names are there, Douglas
Pjanic.
Costa. That's a massive move for him. So first of all, enjoy your time out there. Aaron Ramsey, 100%. I mean, listen, Mesut Ozil could be departing.
Yeah.
And them two sort of play similar positions. Rodriguez coming to Arsenal or possibly going to Arsenal is a massive move for Arsenal. That really is. The guy is a superstar. The guy is a fantastic midfielder. And like I say, with all this talk, all these big superstars, it's great that, all the players want to come to England to play the football. But like I say, if Arsenal land this guy, it's a cracking transfer, Joe.
Yeah, he's a player that needs to be playing in the Premier League. I think it's a true test for him, because he impressed me in the 2014 World Cup, I believe. And it's a good chance, for Rodriguez to excel in the Premier League. And I think with Arsenal, if you've got the likes of Ramsey and Ozil possibly leaving the club, great opportunity for him.
Yeah, massive move for him. And like I say, if Arsenal do land him, it's a cracking transfer, mate.
Yeah, now going on to another defensive switch up, and that's rumours going about that Cedric Suarez, the Southampton right back, he's been linked with a season-long loan move to Inter Milan. It's a bit of a thought on that, because they are because with Southampton they've got the new French right back playing in that system now, Jan Valeri.
Yeah.
I think Cedric, I don't think he's going to get much game time now at Southampton. Plus the fact that he's plays international football for Portugal. I think he's their first choice right back, and probably going to Inter, probably getting more game time.
Well, yeah, that'll be his first thought. Won't it, going there, getting more game time, getting minutes on the pitch. It's one that takes me by surprise, the fact that Southampton could have gone down nearly last season.
Yeah.
And when you think about Inter Milan, even though maybe he's dropped off, maybe he's players-wise last couple of years, and they are still a big European team. And like I say again, do you know what I mean? It's a big move for, It's a big move for Cedric there. You know what I mean? If he goes out there to play football for Inter Milan, of course, in the AC Milan derby that happens every year, and again, again, it's another great move for him. Just like Victor Moses, there's a hindsight to it, and that's the fact that these players are going to go over to other parts of the world, and go and play the football for other great teams.
Yeah, there's another one as well that coming in, and particularly West Ham. They've been interested in the Torino striker Andrea Bellotti as a possible replacement, possibly for Marko Arnautovic in case he departs.
Yeah, well, I think the whole Arnautovic saga, the £35 million move for him, and that getting rejected, and his brother saying that he needs to go, and Everything else, what have you thought about the whole Marko Arnautovic thing, just quickly?
Well, personally, from a personal level, my sister's other half is a West Ham fan, and he said there's a lot of turbulence regarding Arnautovic in West Ham, I think, regarding if he's going to China or not, if he's going to other places. Saying that if Arnautovic does go, it'd be a hell of a blow for West Ham. But I think Belotti, the goals he's put in, it's Italy international. I think throughout his career at Torino, he scored about 55 goals in about 121 appearances. I think that sort of striker for calibre for West Ham, I think it'll suit him well. At the end of the day, it all depends if Marko Arnautovic does go.
Yeah, well, like I say, is there any more to go through, or is that us?
There's a couple more.
A few more Boro fans. Oh, Barry, a few more. Go on.
There's another one there that concerns Liverpool. Apparently, there's a bit of an interesting one, because they're interested in the Germany international striker Timo Werner from Red Bull Leipzig. Apparently, he's their top scorer this season throughout the last couple of seasons with them. He's a Germany international, 21 caps, 9 goals for their national level. The funny thing is, next season it'll be Timo Werner's last year of his contract at Red Bull Leipzig. So Liverpool can end up getting him on the cheap for a world-class striker who's only 22 years old. Go on a cheap deal. That's something you can hardly think of.
Like I say, man, cheap deal, 22-year-old, striker banging in 55 goals in a different country. If he comes over here and does the same for Liverpool, mate, it's an absolute bargain, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's also their first choice loan striker for Germany, the German national team as well.
Like I say, man, I like that striker a lot as well, Werner. I think he's a fantastic striker. Like I say, man, every single transfer window, there seems to be a lot of hype around this lad. 22 years of age as well, cracking player, cracking potential, and like I say, Liverpool get him. It's an absolute dream move for obviously, obviously for Liverpool.
Yeah, and we've got one more here, and this is one outside of England, AJ.
Yeah.
And it concerns Frankie de Jong, the Ajax striker. He's apparently going to be on his way to Barcelona next season. And
go on.
And the interesting thing about it, Ajax only paid £250,000 for him. Guess how much Barcelona are paying just to get him?
Go on, you tell me.
£65 million for Frankie de Jong. That's pretty mad for someone who cost £250,000 to go up to £65 million. That's interesting in half, isn't it?
Well, I'd say it's one of them, isn't it? But again, Barcelona bringing in some wild players in this window. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think the one that just brought in. Is it Kevin?
Kevin Prince Boateng.
I thought the guy retired, but he hasn't. He's suddenly gone to Barcelona, doing kick-ups on the halfway line the other day when I put Sky Sports on. So, you know what I mean? They're buying some mad players, but you know, this guy here, I've heard about him. Not going to say I know too much, but I've heard about him, and he must be decent if he's worth £65 million, Joe.
Yeah. Before we leave today, we're just going to do a little quick preview of what we're going to expect on Saturday for the Newport County game at the Riverside in the FA Cup 4th round. Obviously, we signed John Obi Mikel today, AJ.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's some reports going about that he won't be in the squad on Saturday. This is due to not getting his international clearance yet, apparently. So, is there any particular squad that you prefer to have going into the game on Saturday?
If you want me to give an 11, do you want me to give an 11?
Go for it, mate.
I want to see... Well, of course, the goalkeeper's not going to be Randolph, is it? It's Dimmy or Lonergan. Don't trust Lonergan, you know what I mean? So it's going to be Dimmy a goal. I'll just go for one up front, basically, how Boro always set up. The back, Mamutovic at right back for me. 2 centre-back pairing. I'd have Spence. I'd have Danny Batt. I'd have George Friend left back. The 2 in front of them, probably have Clayton and Bestis, because who else? Defensive midfielders.
With that bit on his way out as
well. The wingers, on the one side, I'd have Tav. On the other, I'd have Van La Parra.
Yep.
And in behind the one striker who I would like to see go up front is Ashley Fletcher or even Britt Bolonga.
Either one of them two will do, yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously behind them, obviously playing in that role, I just have Johnny Howson.
Yeah, or you could have the likes of Fletcher playing behind the Bolonga, possibly.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Fletcher could play on the wing as well. Could have Hugh Gillen behind the Bolonga. There's lots of different ways we can go, but like I say, I'm confident that we can win the game.
Yeah, and possibly under just around 1,000 Newport fans travelling down, I think. Apparently there's still some tickets on sale around the Riverside. It's like £15 for adults, £5 for kids at the Riverside. So
cracking.
There should be no excuse really to get yourselves down to watch a good game of FA Cup football on Saturday.
Yeah, great. And like I say, man, just come down and enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll be there as well. Apparently he won't. But
I'm in Tenerife. Boro fans, it's icy outside, and I thought to myself, I need to get away from the icy conditions. So I've been given a nice little free holiday. If your mum and dad's a shout out to them, Paula and Andy, and say Tenerife.
Yeah, the actual truth, Boro fans, is going to be loaned out to Tenerife Fan TV for one full on week. Hopefully you'll be back with us for the West Brom game.
Never know. Depends how well they play, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? So we'll wait and see.
Yeah, so you'll be back with us for the West Brom game.
Yeah, West Brom game back.
Yeah, like I say, myself, cameraman James and Guesty will be present at the game on Saturday as well. We'll be hopefully along joining us will be the folks at Amber Fan TV who you saw in our preview video that we did yesterday. So feel free to check those guys out as well. They're on YouTube as well. So like I say, folks, if you haven't subscribed already, do it now. Like, share and subscribe to Boro Fan TV. Our social media links will be in the description below. Until then, I'm been Joe. This is AJT. And until then, Saturday, Boro fans, we'll see you on Saturday. Up the Boro.
Peace out.